Hi Aquarius, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your monthly forecast for March 2023. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall messages, and I'm also using some oracle cards. Aquarius, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just dive into your reading. The energy that you're carrying in from February 2023 into March is the Page of Cups. Sometimes you may have felt a bit withdrawn, you wanted to keep to yourself. Maybe family members or even work-wise, there were demanding people around you. You were sought out for your words of wisdom. Perhaps, Aquarians, you would have been better served if you hadn't been hasty in your speech. Sometimes speaking out of turn could be detrimental to our own interests. Maybe there were unnecessary change of plans. Even your social life was on the upswing. Maybe guests had arrived or you had to find time for them. That would mean that you had to defer tasks. Obstacles to overcome or the challenges that March is going to pose for you is the Three of Swords. This lady, she seems to be all by herself. She has her face to herself, or she seems to be in a defensive posture. She doesn't want to show her face to the world. As Aquarians, I think there could be a rift in a relationship because this is a swords energy. Again, you need to be mindful of your words. Sometimes our words can be very harsh or acerbic. It could cut like a knife. So that is why it is imperative for you to be careful with your speech. Maybe you should not let it all out. Your health could also be affected, maybe mentally or physically. You may be feeling a bit low. The month is also going to be marked by hectic activity. Maybe you could find the work environment a bit claustrophobic. A question of ethics could also arise. Maybe there could be question marks over the way finances are handled. I think you should use your presence of mind to get ahead because this is the swords energy and this is your energy. The swords conveys the sun signs, which is Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. Influences for this month, we have the Hermit card. Like Three of Swords here, I think you're going to be someone who would want to be all by yourself. You're going to be in hermit mode, so to speak. Maybe you're also going to gain insight or perspective. In essence, I think you should avoid disagreements. Maybe you should apologize and move on in case you have hurt somebody. Work pressure is going to mount on you. Maybe you're saddled with excess work because you're very competent. Sometimes you could also feel unwanted in relationships, whether personally or professionally. Maybe you shouldn't presuppose things or compound matters by overthinking. Instead, you should clarify rather than jump to conclusions. I think there are restrictions which you need to maneuver this month. The first 10 days of March, we have the Fool card. The Fool talks about new beginnings, the start of a new journey. But you should also follow your own instincts. Sometimes, we can be blinded by what others say. Before you jump off the cliff, I think you need to be forewarned about what's going on. Rather, you should also not be too naive. Interestingly, we also have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, again, this lady, she seems to be emotionally discontented. She is all by herself. And these cards are also typifying the same thing. So definitely Aquarians, you may be feeling left out or you may want to retreat from certain situations. You want to step back. Maybe you also feel that there are people who are two-faced. Maybe you were promised something but people let you down or they backtrack when it comes to what they had promised you. You're also somebody who is a bit emotionally low, so there could be times when you could cry at the drop of a hat. Even if these situations arise, I think you can come out of it. Maybe people will eventually see your point of view and they could surrender to what you want. Sometimes some of you could also feel that you don't have deep pockets. Maybe financial crunch is something which is bothering you. Many of you could also be on the lookout for jobs because it's the Fool card. The Fool craves a new adventure. Maybe you want to set sail for greener pastures. Maybe you're looking at outstation opportunities with respect to your career, but then the job profile may not excite you. Other than that, I also feel that your schedule could be disrupted. I think you need to push yourself. You should stay motivated and complete tasks which are pending. 11th to 20th March, I have the Lovers card, another major year. So definitely I think this is turning out to be a significant month. The Lovers card is also ruled by Gemini, so communication is going to increase at this time. I think personally as well as professionally, you could have a choice here. Maybe whether it comes to matters of the heart or whether it comes to work related opportunities that are going to be there. I think you should act quickly. I think you should capitalize if there are openings for you. Ink those deals very quickly. Other than that, I also feel that maybe you will have second thoughts about the decisions that you have made. Sometimes we quote a price, but then in hindsight you may feel that you should have asked for more. Your creativity will also be appreciated. Even your personal magnetism seems to be at its peak. The final days of March, we have the card, the Ace of Pentacles. These doors are open, so there's a pentacle which is there for the taking. So opportunities are going to arise and you can make the most via communication. I think you also need to keep your temperament in check in the entire month. Maybe you should also be sensitive to the needs of females around you, especially your mother. With respect to your love life, I have this card, Forsaken. Possibly Aquarians, you may be feeling as though you've been left out in the cold. We do have this card, Three of Swords. We also have this card, Four of Cups, where this lady seems to be in a pensive mode. She's thinking of pondering. The leaf has fallen off the tree and it's all by itself, and it's in the tree, it's lush green and it's with other leaves hanging on a branch. But right now it's on the beach, it's all by itself. So this is something which you need to guard against. Even the Hermit card has come up. Some Aquarians, you may feel as though you had your chances with respect to the opposite sex, but you didn't take them. Maybe you're also going to spurn the advances of someone, or it's also possible that someone could leave you dejected and disheartened because of this Three of Swords. I think you should realize that the universe has our best interests at heart. Maybe there's someone better waiting for you. I also have this card, I keep comparing others to you. This could be true in case you have parted ways with someone. Maybe this person is comparing you with other members of the opposite sex. Maybe he thinks that no one will match up to you. In case you're crushing on someone, I think you shouldn't come across as someone who is too persuasive. Maybe you're also just talking to somebody whom you fancy, but then this person and you could be going through periods of no contact or no communication. I think journey is also going to be discussed. Maybe you also want to make travel plans to be with your person. Romancing Aquarians, I think you should be happy and elated because your person is going to compliment you. Maybe he appreciates your beauty, your abilities. This person is also going to help you with respect to work because we have the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you will bounce ideas off each other. But Aquarians, in a relationship, you should be careful not to be very harsh. Rather, you should be more romantic this month. From Lenormand, I have this card, Snake, which talks about something which is sneaky or deceptive, or somebody who isn't being upfront. Maybe the person you fancy is hiding behind a mask or is not speaking much. I think you should also not give in to temptation. Someone could also make biting remarks, but this bite can also be poisonous at times. From the Kipper deck, I have this card, Coffin. Maybe your health is something which is going to be a cause for concern because of this Three of Swords also. I think you also need to be the caregiver this month. Maybe there are going to be endings in a relationship, that is why you are in mourning, but you should realize that nothing is permanent except change. You have to pick up the pieces and move on. That is why we have this card action. The universe is definitely asking you to move forward and onward. The bird continues to fly in the sky. Likewise, I think you should spread your wings and fly. Perhaps that is why the Fool came up, which talks about taking action in certain situations rather than be withdrawn. The last card in this reading is the Teacher appears. This is a very positive card. You're going to gain perspective. You're going to learn life lessons this month. We do have the Hermit here, which talks about a need to introspect. Likewise, I think maybe someone is also guiding you. Someone is going to help you professionally so that you can sharpen your skills, or even personally you're going to learn a lot this month. I hope Aquarians you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.